What is up, everybody? Igami N7 here from the Marshmallow fan club. You know what it is, and today we have an extremely fun deck for you guys. It is a Cyber Dragon OTK deck. So let's jump right into it. You know how we do things. Our skill is going to be Forbidden Cyber Style Technique. This, when your life points is 1500 or less, will let you reduce yourself to 50 and then summon 3 machine monsters that, for all intents and purposes, will be Cyber Dragon while on the field. And you can only fusion summon and attack with fusion monsters that turn. So, yeah, we're basically going to use this to get our big boy Cyber End Dragon out, ideally. And then with Solitary Sword of Poison for 8,000 with Piercing, just hit for game. And yeah, let's just talk a bit about the other moving pieces, but that is the overall strategy. So this is banlist compliant. We're playing 1 Jinzo. This is to shut down back row. Yeah, pretty much it. We got 3 Cyber Dragon. So Fusion Gate, our fusion spell of choice, allows us to fuse from hand. So we can either go wide and stall, or just use it from our hand to fuse. That's not too bad. We got Proto Cyber Dragon. This, while on the field, becomes Cyber Dragon. So again, like, we want to either make Cyber End Dragon, which requires 3 Cyber Dragons, or Chimera Tech Over Dragon, which requires 1 Cyber Dragon. And this will just allow us to do it consistently, along with the skill that lets us make any machine monster a Cyber Dragon. We're playing 3 Cyber Dragon and 2 Proto Cyber Dragon, which can become a Cyber Dragon. So we have basically 5 pieces to fuse with. This is just for the consistency for the fusion plays. It's a very big part of the deck. We got 3 Cyber Valley. This is just so that we can draw into our pieces and stall. So if you don't know, you can either send 2 monsters, like banish itself and another monster and draw 2, or if it's attacked into, you can banish it and the battle phase and draw 1. This again is just so that we can draw into our combo pieces, which are Fusion Gate, Solitary Sword of Poison, and Cosmic Cyclone in cases where our life points isn't 1500 or less. So we got those. Let's talk about the spells. We got 3 Fusion Gate. This will allow us to fuse not just in 1 turn. So there's, basically polymerization, which lets you fuse, then and there just once. The good thing about it is that it's pretty much uninterruptible until the end. So, right, you can fusion something and then get it like offering or floodgated, things like that. This has those same downsides, but they can like cosmic this before you activate it. However, the upside is that if you draw 1 and they don't cosmic it, or like use breaker to get rid of it or something, you can fuse on multiple turns. So this also allows your opponent to fuse, which doesn't seem very ideal, but at the moment there aren't really too many fusion decks in the meta, so I think this is okay. This basically means like if you draw 1, you can stall it out. So a lot of times what you want to do is you'll want to like special summon Cyber Dragon. They're going to waste their Floodgate on that, then you Fusion Gate and use the Cyber Dragon that was set by Floodgate, something else, to go into Chimera Tech Over Dragon or Cyber End Dragon. So, just be smart about your order of operations, but this will allow you to fuse not just on the turn you use it. And since like fusions aren't meta at the moment, I think this is a really cool card. Next, we got 3 Solitary Sword of Poison. Originally, I had this at 2, but it's just like pretty core to the combo. If you get Cyber End Dragon out and then you can't push for game, like that kind of sucks. So I'm playing it at 3, A, so that we can consistently see it when we want to, and B, like sometimes you're gonna have to have a bit of a back and forth. When I was playing it just at 2, I would be scared to waste it on like a Cyber Dragon or a Proto Cyber Dragon and like kind of use them to stall or get over monsters until I had the rest of the combo pieces in hand. So at 3, I find that like even if I use it on like one of my smaller guys and the opponent ends up dealing with them one way or another, that I'm not like too worried about drawing into another copy. So I think 3 is the optimal amount for this. Then we got 3 Cosmic Cyclone. This is just for back row removal so that when we do summon our big boy, they don't floodgate him or something like that. But also you pay life points, so a lot of times, like especially game 2 or 3, after your opponent sees the skill, right? One of the things going for this deck is that a lot of people don't know about the skill. So like after they see you use it, they might like hesitate to drop you to the 1500 or less like life point range. Okay, no problem. I'll drop myself to that range. So we're playing it at 3. So again, the combo pieces is we want to fuse, we want to get 8000 attack, and we want to make sure we can get the pieces to fuse. That's why we're playing a play set of each of these. Next, I got 2 Wall of Disruption. I was playing Mirror Wall. That's why I put it here. This isn't part of the side, but I wanted to talk about it real quick. So I was playing Mirror Wall with the idea that you pay 2000 life points as cost is just another like consistency piece, so to speak, to drop you to that 1500 or less range if you want to, that you can like invoke yourself and not rely on your opponent to do. However, I found that I just wasn't really paying the 2000 life points very often in my testing. And it also only affects monsters that attack. It doesn't affect all attack position monsters like Wall of Disruption. So I just found that like having the permanent effect allows you to either stall for your condition more, or once you get him out, like even if you don't have sword but they're at 0 attack, like that's still game, right? So I think Mirror Wall is a cute option for this deck. You can experiment it yourself if you want, mostly because you can pay the life points to trigger the skill. However, if you use Wall of D to drop them to 0 attack, then even if you don't have Sword of Poison and you get to summon Cyber End Dragon, that's still game, right? So I just found that it makes things more consistent and smooth and is generally overall better than Mirror Wall. So that's pretty much the deck. Again, one final time. Get our fusion pieces that we can fuse on numerous turns to stall. Then finally, when we drop to 1500 or less, and ideally they don't have much back row, by means of Cosmic Cyclone a lot of the times, we'll activate our skill to get Cyber End Dragon out. We'll then equip him with a Solitary Sword of Poison, and then with 8000 attack and piercing by his own effect, that's typically game. So that's the strategy. Let's talk about the side deck real quick. We're playing 1 Diffusion. I guess you could use it on yourself, which is kind of cute, but obviously most of the time you want to use it on your opponent. So I don't know, Dragoon, other stuff is still kind of lingering around, mostly for those matchups. Playing 2 Psychic Shockwave. I don't really like it when there's only one target, because when you draw the target, these are kind of dead cards. However, there's still many just like trap heavy decks, either trap monster or just pure like burn stall. So a lot of times you'll want to see Jinzo real quick, and this is how you'll do it. We got 2 Mind Crush. This is for matchups like Ojama, Volcanics, things like that. I don't know. Cyber Angels, you just destroy them with this card. And then 1 Nobleman of Extermination. If some, like, I don't know. Again, it's just for those matchups that are heavy on traps. If they got Wall of D, Nightmare Wheel, you use it when they can't activate it. You'll just get rid of all of them, then end there. So that is the side deck, and then real quick, the extra deck, we got 3 Cyber End Dragon. Again, like we can actually summon him, so that's cool. This is going to be our main boss monster, and then other times we have Chimera Tech Over Dragon. I didn't really speak about this one, so let's chat about it real quick. He basically gets 800 attack and defense for every monster used to summon him. You need at least 1 Cyber Dragon and however many other machine monsters you want. He gets 800 attack and defense for each of them, and then he can attack as many monsters as your opponent controls as fusion material used for his summon. But a very important thing to note is when he summon, send all other cards to the graveyard. That highlighted everything, not just this one sentence. There we go. But yeah, basically if you summon him and you have like your two Wall of Disruption set, like maybe you want to wait on summoning him. That's a very, very important clause there. Um, but other than that, like sometimes you won't have three Cyber Dragons, or if you can attack three monsters instead of one for game, like if the math checks out, you know, especially like post Wall of D, for example, this is actually how you're going to OTK. So he does come up, not as often as this guy because he has piercing, but being able to attack numerous times is sometimes very handy, and it's an option that's available to us, so why not? Anywho, that's pretty much the deck. I had a lot of fun playing it. Games are very quick, which is kind of a nice change of pace from the banlist meta we're currently in. And yeah, that being said, I hope you enjoyed it. Check it out, it's a lot of fun, and I'll show you some replays of me using it so you can get the gist. And yeah, see you guys in the next one.
could load my gun, I could also shoot. Yeah, I could win all day, I could never lose.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. That's